Okay, good morning. I think it's Friday. I was off yesterday, but we had that cool activity getting set up for our Olympic Day, and we went over their mat tested. What we're going to do today is we're going to review. I'm going to do a few problems on here for the folks at home. We got quite a few at home, so just to kind of get you set up. You really don't need to print this off. You can probably post these answers on a separate sheet of paper. Save yourself some ink. I will post the answers to these. On Monday. So you should be okay with that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with some properties. All right. And we'll do maybe a three off of this page just to kind of get you rolling here. Okay. All right. Determine whether the two expressions are equivalent. If so, all right, tell what property is being applied. Well, certainly these are equivalent. 7, 6, and T, 7, 6, and T. The order doesn't change, so therefore it's not commutative, but the letter and the number inside the parentheses change. So yes, they are equivalent, okay? And we're talking about the associative property, and I'm going to abbreviate that, okay? All right, we start with a number, we end with a number, right? When any number multiplied by 1 keeps its identity property, okay? I guess that's not right. Identity, IDENTITY. All right. What property would this be? 10 divided by 5 and the same as 5 divided by 10. Is that? No. This is 2. This is 5/10. So no, they are not equal. And it is no property. None. So there can be that situation where that occurs. Okay. Use one or more properties to rewrite the expression. All right. No problem here. So if I want to rewrite that does not use parentheses, that does not. Okay, so if we look at this, we could do this a couple different ways. I can combine these two, all right, and I can combine this since it's all multiplication. So what am I saying? I'm saying 9 times 1K is 9K. Oops, sorry, it's morning here. Times 5, right? I can combine that since it's multiplication. I end up with 45K. Coefficient, variable, right? So another way to look at this would be, to combine your like terms. So this could be simplified to 3 plus H. See, we're not allowed to add unlike terms, but we are allowed to multiply. Okay. All right, you can take care of the rest there. Let's jump to the next one. This is the distributive property. This is what we spent a couple days on, so hopefully we're good with this. We'll do maybe 3 or 4 off of this page. Okay, we want to use mental math, right? We want to write these out. So remember, if I was going to take the 8 and distribute it through the 34, think of 34 as 30 plus 4, right? So it's 8 times 30 plus 8 times 4, right? So 8 times 3 is 24, add a 0. 8 times 4 is 32. Now we just add those two up and we get 272. That's the mental part. That displays the distributive property. Same thing with a decimal. I don't know what 7 times 2 and 9/10 is, but I know 2 plus 9/10 equals that. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute that right through. 7 times 2 plus 7 times 9/10. 7 2s are 14. 7 9s are 63. I have one digit to the right, so I bring my decimal over 1. Okay, now, mental math, 14 plus 6 is 20 and 3/10. So we're trying to do things mentally here and use that distributive property. If I rewrote some things down here with the distributive property, I'm just going to distribute it through. 3 times b is 3b, plus 3 times 8 is 24. That is simplified. So you're kind of getting the idea there, right? Hope so. All right, let's continue on to the last page, lesson 7. Now we're going to simplify equivalent expressions, right? And excuse me, we're going to kind of keep cranking here. I don't know, we'll do 3 or 4 here, all right, jumping around. We talked about this on Wednesday, okay? Okay, so remember, when you're adding, all right, constants and variables and coefficients, you have to have like terms. So when we add, we can do that. And I underline these two because they're like terms. This 7 is a constant. I can't combine anything with it. Now, this x has a coefficient of 1, so 1x plus 7x is really 8x. That is simplified. Okay? Let's try that again with an addition problem. Here's my like terms. This is by itself. It's kind of the Lone Ranger, right? So we have 6x plus 21 and 14 is 35. That is simplified. I cannot combine unlike terms, adding and subtracting. But I can multiply unlike terms, like number 2. We can multiply all of these. 5 times 4 is 20 times x. Remember, it has really a 1x. 20 times 1 is 20x. So that is simplified, okay? Here, this means to multiply. 3 times 5x. 3 times 5 is 15. Bring the x along for the ride. So I don't want to do them all, but these are fun. Circle your final answer. I'll circle number 1. You have all the problems on all of the pages. I wish you the best. Get it done. And con should have been done. There's a new one posted for the following week. Thanks. Have a good week.